Introduction. In today's fast-paced world, where digital communication often takes precedence, the ability to connect genuinely with others is a skill that cannot be underestimated. Whether you're a seasoned professional navigating the corporate ladder or someone seeking to enrich personal relationships, mastering people skills is essential for success and fulfillment. This book is your comprehensive guide to unlocking those doors that lead to new opportunities, stronger connections, and a more rewarding life. Have you ever noticed how some individuals effortlessly build rapport, leaving lasting impressions wherever they go? Their secret lies not in an inherent charisma, but in their adeptness at people skills. The ability to interact effectively with others can significantly influence your journey, both personally and professionally. When you understand and master these skills, the advantages become evident. You begin to thrive in environments that once seemed daunting, and your confidence soars as you navigate various social interactions with ease. Imagine walking into a room filled with influential figures, knowing precisely how to introduce yourself, engage in meaningful conversations, and leave a remarkable impression. Such scenarios are no longer intimidating when equipped with the tools outlined in this book. By delving into these principles, you will learn to build powerful relationships and develop an influence that extends beyond basic networking. In turn, both your career and personal life will flourish as you harness improved communication skills and emotional intelligence. One common misconception is that people skills are secondary to technical abilities or intelligence. However, research and real-world experiences indicate otherwise. Individuals who excel in interpersonal interactions consistently outperform their peers, achieving greater satisfaction in their careers and relationships. This book aims to dispel the myth that success is solely determined by academic prowess or specialized knowledge. Instead, it underscores the pivotal role that social aptitude plays in attaining and sustaining success. Consider this. A technically proficient employee excels at their tasks, but struggles to advance due to a lack of effective communication with colleagues and superiors. Conversely, another individual, perhaps less technically inclined, climbs the ranks swiftly, thanks to their knack for connecting with others and fostering collaborative environments. This stark contrast illustrates the transformative power of strong people skills, a power you are about to unlock. As we embark on this journey together, let's explore the key areas this book covers. You'll learn how to make unforgettable first impressions, an invaluable asset in both professional settings and day-to-day encounters. We'll delve into techniques for cultivating trust and deep connections, ensuring you build relationships that stand the test of time. Influence, the subtle art of guiding others' thoughts and actions, will be dissected and made approachable, enabling you to wield it ethically and effectively. Navigating difficult conversations is another crucial aspect we'll address. Everyone faces challenging dialogues, whether they involve delivering constructive feedback, addressing conflicts, or negotiating terms. With the strategies provided, you'll approach these situations with poise and tact, turning potential friction into productive outcomes. Additionally, we'll cover sustaining meaningful relationships, because true success is not about fleeting interactions, but about nurturing bonds that endure. It's important to note that the insights shared in this book are not purely theoretical, but are designed for practical application. You won't just read about successful interactions. You'll practice them, integrating these skills into daily life until they become second nature. Imagine seamlessly engaging colleagues during meetings, effortlessly striking up conversations at social gatherings, or diplomatically handling disagreements. The transformation in your social competence will be profound and noticeable. Your path to enhancing people skills is not a solitary one. It's a journey of growth and empowerment. As you progress through each chapter, you'll encounter actionable strategies and thought-provoking anecdotes that illuminate the concepts being discussed. This isn't just a guide. It's a roadmap to becoming a magnet for positive relationships and opportunities. The benefits extend far beyond the professional realm, enriching every facet of your social life. Now, Picture the multiplicative effect of mastering these skills. In your professional sphere, you'll find doors opening to promotions, collaborations, and leadership roles previously out of reach. Your enhanced social prowess positions you as a valuable asset within any team, someone others look up to and seek guidance from. Meanwhile, in your personal life, relationships will grow stronger, characterized by deeper understanding and mutual respect. The joy of connecting authentically with others will permeate your everyday existence, making each interaction more meaningful. As you dive into the pages ahead, keep in mind the ultimate goal: to refine your people skills in such a way that they become an integral part of who you are. These skills are not about superficial charm or manipulation. They are about genuine connection, empathy, and the ability to positively influence those around you. The journey may have its challenges, but the rewards are immeasurable. We invite you to embrace this opportunity for personal and professional advancement. Each chapter offers a wealth of knowledge and practical exercises designed to elevate your social interactions. With dedication and practice, you'll emerge from this experience with a transformed outlook on relationships and networking. Prepare to witness tangible improvements as you apply the principles shared in this book. Your communication skills will sharpen, your confidence in social settings will grow, and your ability to foster rich, lasting connections will surge. The journey to mastering people skills starts here, and we're excited to guide you every step of the way. Welcome to a new chapter of personal growth and empowerment. Welcome to the world where exceptional people skills pave the path to unlimited possibilities. Chapter 1. Mastering the Art of First Impressions. Mastering the art of first impressions involves understanding the powerful and lasting impact they have on our interactions. First impressions form the basis of how people perceive us, influencing both professional and personal relationships. A favorable first impression can open doors, while a negative one can close them instantly. This chapter delves into the psychology behind these initial judgments and explores strategies to ensure that you present yourself as confident, warm, and trustworthy from the moment you meet someone. Throughout this chapter, we will examine key psychological concepts such as thin slicing, which explains how quickly humans make judgments based on limited information. We will also explore the halo effect, highlighting how an overall positive impression can benefit various aspects of your life, and discuss the importance of overcoming biases to foster genuine connections. Practical tips on aligning verbal and nonverbal communication, maintaining an appropriate appearance, and demonstrating authentic interest in others will be shared to help you craft impactful first impressions. By the end, you will be equipped with the tools to navigate social settings with confidence and create meaningful relationships from the very first encounter. Understanding the psychology behind first impressions. Understanding the importance of first impressions and how they impact initial interactions is a crucial skill for anyone looking to enhance their networking abilities or improve their social relationships. First impressions are powerful and often lasting, shaping the course of future interactions in significant ways. The psychological factors at play in first impressions are numerous and complex. Humans are wired to form quick judgments based on limited information, a process known as thin slicing. This ability to rapidly assess situations and people stems from our evolutionary need to quickly determine whether someone is friend or foe. Subconscious cues play a large role in these snap judgments. For instance, body language, facial expressions, and even the tone of voice can convey confidence, warmth, and trustworthiness, or conversely, insecurity and deceit. When meeting someone for the first time, it's important to be mindful of these nonverbal signals, as they can significantly influence the perception others have of you. One key concept to understand in the realm of first impressions is the halo effect. This psychological phenomenon occurs when an observer's overall impression of a person influences their feelings and thoughts about that person's character. For example, if someone finds you likable and competent upon meeting you, they are more likely to attribute positive qualities to you in other areas, even without concrete evidence. Conversely, if the initial impression is negative, it can cast a shadow over all subsequent interactions. Understanding the halo effect is essential because it highlights the importance of making a positive first impression. It sets the tone for future interactions and can either facilitate or hinder your personal and professional relationships. Overcoming bias is another critical aspect of mastering first impressions. Everyone has biases, preconceived notions, and stereotypes that can color our perceptions of others. These biases can lead to unfair and inaccurate judgments, which can be particularly harmful in professional settings. One strategy to counteract these negative biases is to approach each new interaction with an open mind, giving people the benefit of the doubt. Being aware of your own biases and actively working to set them aside allows you to assess individuals based on their actions and words, rather than preconceived notions. Additionally, cultivating empathy and understanding can help in recognizing the unique traits and attributes that each person brings to the table, fostering more meaningful connections. Techniques to present yourself authentically and positively are essential in creating favorable first impressions. Authenticity is attractive because it conveys sincerity and reliability, which are foundational elements of trust. One way to achieve this is by being genuinely interested in the other person. Active listening, maintaining eye contact, and asking thoughtful questions demonstrates that you value the conversation and the individual. Furthermore, it's important to align your verbal and nonverbal communication. A warm smile coupled with a friendly tone of voice makes you appear approachable and kind. While presenting the best version of yourself, avoid over-exaggeration or deceit, as authenticity fosters lasting relationships built on trust. First impressions also hinge on your appearance and grooming. Dressing appropriately for the occasion and practicing good hygiene can make a world of difference. People often form opinions within seconds, so taking a little extra effort to look presentable can pay off immensely. It's not about wearing expensive clothes, but about showing respect for yourself and the situation. Clean, well-fitted clothing and a neat appearance signal that you care about the details and are prepared to engage meaningfully. Techniques for boosting your confidence in social settings. Providing practical methods to enhance confidence for making a strong first impression. Effective communication skills. To leave a lasting impression, mastering both verbal and nonverbal communication is crucial. Verbal communication encompasses clear articulation, thoughtful word choice, and the ability to engage in meaningful conversation. Start by speaking slowly and clearly, avoiding jargon that might confuse the listener. Practice active listening by responding thoughtfully to what the other person says, showing genuine interest. This acknowledgement makes others feel valued and respected. Nonverbal communication is equally significant. Your body language can speak volumes even before you say a word. Maintain good posture, as it signifies confidence and openness. Make eye contact to convey sincerity and attentiveness. Smiling, when appropriate, fosters warmth and a welcoming demeanor. Hand gestures should be natural and not overly exaggerated. They can emphasize key points without distraction. Moreover, consider your tone of voice. A calm, steady tone exudes certainty, while varying your pitch can maintain engagement and highlight important aspects of the conversation. By aligning your verbal and nonverbal cues, you create a consistent, trustworthy image that helps people form a positive impression quickly. Mindset shifts. Having the right mindset can dramatically influence how others perceive you. Cultivating a positive outlook can make you appear more approachable and confident. Begin with self-affirmations. Reminding yourself of your strengths can bolster your self-esteem. For instance, before entering a social setting, tell yourself, "I am knowledgeable and engaging." Such affirmations help shift your focus from potential negatives to your inherent positives. Another effective method is visualizing success. Picture yourself navigating social interactions effortlessly, which can reduce anxiety and increase confidence. Regular practice of mindfulness or meditation can also foster a tranquil state of mind, helping you stay present and collected during engagements. Adopting a growth mindset is beneficial too. Recognize that skills, including social skills, can be developed over time. Viewing challenges as opportunities to grow can prevent discouragement from initial setbacks. Focus on progress rather than perfection, celebrating small wins along the way. Preparation techniques. Being prepared goes a long way in boosting confidence for initial encounters. Physical and mental preparation are equally important. Start with your appearance. Dressing appropriately for the occasion enhances self-confidence and ensures you send the right signals about yourself. Choose attire that makes you feel comfortable, yet professional. Mental preparation involves anticipating the interaction and considering different scenarios. Preparing questions and topics in advance can alleviate the stress of thinking on the spot. Research about the event or people you're going to meet if possible. This background knowledge can serve as conversational starters and show that you've put effort into the encounter. Additionally, practice relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, to calm nerves before stepping into the situation. A few minutes spent on breathing deeply can lower heart rate and promote a sense of calm, making you appear more composed. Icebreakers and openers. Starting a conversation can often be the most daunting part of meeting someone new. Icebreakers and openers, however, can simplify this process. Begin with a friendly greeting and an open-ended question that invites more than just a yes or no response. Asking about their thoughts on the event, their interests, or recent experiences can prompt them to share and make the conversation flow naturally. Compliments are effective icebreakers as well. Genuine compliments about someone's outfit, work, or presentation can spark a pleasant interaction. Ensure that the compliment is sincere to avoid coming across as ingenuine. Sharing a bit about yourself can also set the stage for reciprocation. For instance, mentioning a relevant interest or experience can encourage the other person to open up, leading to a robust dialogue. Be mindful not to dominate the conversation. Aim for a balanced exchange where both parties contribute equally. Insights and implications. Understanding the psychology behind first impressions is pivotal for anyone aiming to improve their networking skills and social interactions. We've explored how important it is to be mindful of nonverbal signals, like body language and facial expressions, as they significantly impact how others perceive us. Recognizing concepts like the halo effect can also help you capitalize on positive initial interactions, setting a favorable tone for future engagements. Additionally, being aware of personal biases and actively working to set them aside allows for more accurate and fair assessments of new acquaintances. We've also highlighted techniques to present oneself authentically and positively, emphasizing the role of genuine interest in others through active listening and thoughtful communication. Your appearance and grooming were noted as quick but impactful ways to enhance first impressions. By adopting these strategies, you can create lasting, trust-based relationships, both in professional settings and personal interactions. Understanding first impressions empowers you to navigate social situations with greater confidence and effectiveness, ultimately fostering more meaningful and productive connections. Chapter 2. Building Trust and Deep Connections. Building trust and deep connections is essential for both professional success and personal fulfillment. Understanding how to genuinely connect with others can transform interactions, making them more meaningful and impactful. By focusing on the nuances of communication, such as showing genuine interest and empathy, individuals can forge stronger bonds that stand the test of time. This chapter delves into these intricate aspects of human interaction, offering insights into building a foundation of trust through effective listening and empathetic responses. Throughout the chapter, readers will explore various techniques crucial for enhancing rapport and understanding in relationships. The importance of active listening in creating an environment where people feel valued and heard will be discussed in detail. Additionally, the role of empathy in connecting on a deeper level will be examined, highlighting how acknowledging and validating others' emotions can strengthen ties. Practical strategies to avoid distractions and maintain focus during conversations will also be covered, ensuring that readers can apply these methods in both their professional and personal lives. By implementing these practices, individuals will learn to build trust, foster loyalty, and develop enduring connections with those around them. The power of active listening and building rapport. Active listening is a fundamental skill that plays a crucial role in building trust and forging deep connections with others. By honing this ability, professionals can enhance their networking prowess, while individuals can improve personal relationships and social interactions. Active listening involves more than just hearing words. It requires a complete focus on the speaker to demonstrate respect and understanding. This focused attention sets the stage for genuine communication and connection. When someone speaks, they seek acknowledgement and validation of their thoughts and feelings. By actively listening, you show that you value what they are saying. This can be achieved through various techniques, one of the most effective being reflecting back what was said. When you repeat or paraphrase the speaker's message, it not only shows that you are paying close attention, but it also validates their experience. For instance, if a colleague shares a challenging project detail, responding with, "It sounds like you're facing tight deadlines and significant expectations," can make them feel understood and supported. However, the environment in which communication takes place significantly impacts active listening. Distractions are the nemesis of effective communication. In our fast-paced world filled with constant notifications and multitasking, it is easy to become distracted. Such interruptions not only hinder our ability to listen, but also signal to the speaker that they are not fully important at the moment. Imagine discussing an important matter with a friend who keeps checking their phone. It would likely leave you feeling dismissed. To avoid distractions and truly engage in active listening, one must create an environment conducive to focused conversation. This could mean turning off electronic devices, choosing a quiet location, or simply making a conscious effort to stay present. By minimizing potential distractions, you provide the speaker with your undivided attention, reinforcing that their words are valuable. Once a distraction-free environment is established, it is essential to respond thoughtfully. Reflective responses are key in enhancing rapport between the speaker and listener. Such responses involve acknowledging the speaker's message and expressing empathy or further interest. For example, if a team member shares their concerns about a project's feasibility, replying with, "I understand why you're worried about the timeline. Let's brainstorm some solutions together," not only affirms their feelings, but also shows a collaborative spirit. These reflective statements build a deeper connection as they express genuine concern and involvement in the conversation. They foster a sense of partnership where both parties feel heard and valued. This dynamic is particularly important in professional settings, where collaboration and mutual respect are pivotal for success. Reflective responses are also powerful tools in personal relationships. Consider a scenario where a friend confides in you about a personal dilemma. A simple response like, "It sounds like you're really struggling with this decision. I'm here to support you," can go a long way in demonstrating empathy and strengthening the bond between you. It conveys that you're not merely listening to reply, but rather listening to understand. Being fully present requires a conscious effort to prioritize the speaker over any other stimuli. This presence is not just physical, but mental and emotional as well. When engaged in a conversation, eye contact and body language play significant roles. Nodding, leaning slightly forward, and maintaining open posture signal attentiveness and encouragement for the speaker to continue sharing. In professional contexts, active listening can transform networking efforts. When attending a networking event, showing genuine interest in another person's experiences and insights can set you apart from others. People are more likely to remember and trust those who made them feel heard. Active listening paves the way for meaningful dialogues, facilitating the exchange of ideas and opening doors to future opportunities. For individuals seeking to strengthen personal relationships, active listening fosters a deeper understanding and connection. Relationships thrive on communication. And when one party feels genuinely listened to, it lays a foundation of trust. Whether it's a family member, friend, or partner, prioritizing their words can lead to more profound and fulfilling interactions. The role of empathy in connecting with others. Empathy serves as a foundational element in building trust and deep connections in interpersonal relationships. At its core, empathy involves putting oneself in another person's shoes to comprehend their feelings. This practice allows individuals to see the world from different perspectives, fostering a sense of understanding and connection that goes beyond superficial interactions. When you take the time to understand someone else's emotions, you demonstrate genuine interest in their well-being. This approach not only makes individuals feel valued, but also strengthens the bond between you. For instance, in a professional setting, acknowledging the stress a colleague might be under during a project deadline can create a supportive environment where they feel understood and less isolated. In personal relationships, recognizing a friend's sorrow or joy can bring you closer, reinforcing the emotional ties that bind you. Providing emotional support is another critical aspect of empathy. When someone shares their struggles or triumphs with you, your response can significantly impact how they perceive your relationship. Offering words of encouragement during tough times shows you care about their feelings and are willing to stand by them. A simple, "I understand what you're going through," can go a long way in making someone feel supported and cared for. This kind of emotional backing not only solidifies trust, but also enhances mutual respect and loyalty in relationships. Approaching conflicts with empathy promotes understanding and aids in finding mutually beneficial solutions. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship, whether personal or professional. However, how we handle these conflicts determines the strength and quality of our connections. Seeing the situation from the other person's perspective helps de-escalate tensions and opens up avenues for constructive dialogue. For example, if two colleagues disagree on a project's direction, acknowledging each other's viewpoints can lead to a compromise that satisfies both parties. Empathy acts as a bridge, allowing for healthy conflict resolution that maintains and even strengthens the relationship. Nonverbal cues play a crucial role in demonstrating empathy. Positive body language signals interest, attentiveness, and sincerity in interactions. Simple actions such as maintaining eye contact, nodding in agreement, and turning your body towards the speaker show that you are fully engaged in the conversation. These nonverbal signals help convey that you are genuinely interested in the other person's thoughts and feelings. Additionally, mirroring the speaker's body language subtly indicates rapport and alignment, further enhancing the sense of connection. Regulating your emotional expression is essential when practicing empathy. It's important to manage your emotions so that they don't overshadow the conversation or make the other person uncomfortable. By staying calm and composed, you create a safe space for open and honest communication. This practice is particularly vital in professional settings, where maintaining a level head can encourage others to share their challenges without fear of judgment. One practical guideline for providing emotional support involves active listening. When listening to someone share their feelings, refrain from interrupting or immediately offering solutions unless asked. Instead, focus on validating their emotions. Phrases like, "That sounds really challenging," or "I can see why you feel that way," acknowledge their experience and reinforce your empathetic stance. This approach can be incredibly empowering for the speaker, as it shows that their emotions are seen and respected. In terms of conflict resolution, a useful strategy is to identify common goals. When disagreements arise, pinpointing shared objectives can redirect the focus from individual differences to collective success. For instance, if two team members are at odds over a project plan, highlighting the ultimate goal of delivering a successful project can align their efforts towards a common purpose. This method fosters collaboration and reduces adversarial dynamics. Nonverbal cues require mindfulness and practice. Being aware of your body language and consciously using positive gestures can significantly enhance your interactions. For example, During meetings, avoid crossing your arms, which can appear defensive, and instead keep an open posture to signal receptivity. Similarly, leaning slightly forward while someone is speaking indicates active engagement, making the speaker feel heard and valued. Mirroring and matching techniques can also be employed to build rapport. This involves subtly mimicking the other person's gestures, tone, and pace of speech. If done naturally, it creates a sense of familiarity and comfort, making the interaction smoother and more harmonious. However, it's crucial to be subtle and authentic, as overt imitation can come across as insincere or manipulative. Finally, regulating emotional expression necessitates self-awareness. Understanding your own emotional triggers and responses helps you maintain composure during conversations. Techniques such as deep breathing or pausing before responding can prevent reactive outbursts and ensure a measured, empathetic reply. This controlled approach reassures the other person and maintains a constructive atmosphere. Throughout this chapter, the importance of active listening as a key to building trust and forging deeper connections has been highlighted. By focusing intently on the speaker, using reflective responses, and eliminating distractions, one can significantly enhance both personal and professional relationships. These practices create an environment where individuals feel valued and understood, fostering genuine communication and mutual respect. In addition to active listening, maintaining a conducive environment for focused conversation is crucial. Reducing potential distractions demonstrates that the speaker's words are important, while thoughtful and empathetic responses further solidify rapport. Emphasizing the role that simple yet effective nonverbal cues play in reinforcing attention and engagement underscores the holistic approach needed to truly connect with others. Applying these principles can transform interactions, paving the way for stronger and more meaningful connections. Chapter 3. Total Tokens Used, 41138. Influence and Persuasion Techniques. Influence and persuasion techniques are essential skills for anyone looking to create positive relationships and achieve their goals. These techniques can be used in both professional and personal settings, offering the ability to sway opinions, encourage cooperation, and foster mutual respect. Mastering these skills can lead to significant improvements in various aspects of life and work by creating an environment where others feel understood and motivated to align with your perspective. This chapter delves into several key components that make influence and persuasion effective. It explores the power of storytelling as a means to engage your audience emotionally and intellectually. Additionally, the chapter discusses the importance of social proof, authority figures, psychological triggers like reciprocity and scarcity, and the significance of maintaining consistency. Ethical considerations in applying these techniques are also covered, emphasizing honesty, transparency, and respect for boundaries. By understanding and employing these strategies, readers will be equipped to positively impact those around them while building lasting and trusting relationships. Understanding the principles of persuasion. Exploring the foundational principles that drive successful persuasion tactics involves understanding several core components. One of the primary elements is crafting compelling narratives. Storytelling has a unique power to engage listeners emotionally and intellectually. To create a narrative that resonates, it's essential to understand your audience's values and beliefs. Begin by identifying their challenges and aspirations, then weave a story that speaks directly to these elements. For instance, a sales manager might share a success story about a client who overcame similar obstacles by adopting their product. This approach helps the listener connect on a personal level, making them more open to your message. In addition to storytelling, social proof plays a vital role in persuasion. People tend to follow the actions of others, especially in uncertain situations. Utilizing testimonials, case studies, and endorsements from satisfied customers can significantly enhance your persuasive efforts. When potential clients see that others like them have benefited from your proposal, they are more likely to say yes. Incorporating visuals, such as before and after photos or video testimonials, can make this social proof even more impactful. Another key element is the use of authority figures. People generally trust and follow experts and leaders in a particular field. Associating your message or product with well-known and respected authorities can lend credibility and persuade people more effectively. For example, a technology company might feature endorsements from industry experts or highlight partnerships with prominent organizations. This kind of association makes your proposition appear more reliable and trustworthy. Psychological triggers also play a significant role in influencing decision-making. One powerful trigger is reciprocity. Humans have a natural inclination to return favors. By offering value first, you create a sense of obligation in the other person to reciprocate. This could be as simple as providing useful information, a free trial, or a small gift. For instance, a software company might offer a free ebook packed with valuable insights to potential clients. Once the clients gain something beneficial, they are more likely to consider purchasing the software. Creating scarcity and urgency is another effective trigger. People often place higher value on things that are perceived as limited or rare. Highlighting limited availability or time-sensitive offers can motivate people to take action quickly. For example, phrases like, "only a few spots left," or "offer ends soon," can spur immediate decisions. It's important to ensure that the scarcity is genuine, as artificial scarcity can lead to distrust if discovered. Building credibility through consistency is also crucial. Consistency involves being reliable and dependable over time. When people see that you consistently deliver on your promises, they build trust in you. This can be demonstrated by maintaining regular communication, meeting deadlines, and being transparent about processes. For instance, a professional consultant who consistently follows up with clients, provides progress updates, and meets project milestones will likely be seen as credible and trustworthy. Adapting your persuasive approach based on individual personality traits is another fundamental principle. Different people respond differently to various techniques. Understanding and recognizing these differences can enhance your persuasive effectiveness. Some individuals may prefer a data-driven, logical approach, while others might be more swayed by emotional appeals or personal stories. Tailoring your message to fit these preferences can make it more impactful. For example, when pitching an idea to a data-oriented executive, using statistics and research findings can be more persuasive than anecdotal evidence. Recognizing and adjusting to different communication styles is equally important. Communication styles vary widely. Some people prefer direct and concise messages, while others favor detailed and elaborate discussions. Mirroring the communication style of the person you're trying to persuade can improve rapport and make your message more accessible. For instance, if you're dealing with a straightforward communicator, get straight to the point without unnecessary details. Conversely, if the person enjoys in-depth conversations, provide ample information and context to support your arguments. Empathy also plays a critical role in adapting to different personalities. Empathy involves genuinely understanding and relating to others' feelings and perspectives. By showing empathy, you demonstrate that you care about their concerns and priorities. This can be done through active listening, acknowledging their viewpoints and responding thoughtfully. For example, if a colleague expresses frustration about a challenging task, acknowledging their feelings and offering support or solutions can foster a positive connection and enhance your persuasive influence. Developing a likable persona is another essential aspect of enhancing persuasive influence. People are more inclined to be persuaded by those they like and trust. Being likable involves displaying qualities such as friendliness, humility, and reliability. Simple acts like smiling, making eye contact, and showing genuine interest in others can go a long way in building likability. Additionally, sharing common interests or experiences can create a bond and make interactions more enjoyable. Trustworthiness is closely linked to likability. Trust is earned by being honest, transparent, and consistent. When people trust you, they are more open to your suggestions and proposals. Demonstrating integrity in all interactions Keeping commitments and being upfront about limitations or challenges can help build and maintain trust. For example, if a project faces delays, promptly informing stakeholders and explaining the reasons rather than hiding the issue can strengthen trust. Ethical ways to use influence tactics. Exploring ethical strategies for utilizing influence tactics to build mutually beneficial relationships is a cornerstone for both professional success and personal fulfillment. At its heart, ethical influence hinges on authenticity in communication. This means being honest and transparent in all interactions. Honesty fosters trust, which is the bedrock of any meaningful relationship. When people know they can rely on your words and actions, they are more willing to engage positively with you. Genuine intentions shine through in how we communicate, setting a foundation that encourages others to reciprocate in kind. Manipulative tactics, on the other hand, are detrimental to long-term relationship building. They might yield immediate results, but at the cost of trust and respect. An example of manipulative behavior is overstating facts to close a deal. While it may work initially, it will eventually backfire as the truth surfaces. Authenticity ensures consistency in your dealings, reinforcing your credibility and making others more likely to say yes to your requests. Striking the right balance between assertiveness and humility can make your communication efforts much more effective. Respecting boundaries is another critical aspect of ethical influence. Every individual has personal limits, which must be honored to maintain healthy relationships. By understanding and honoring these boundaries, you show respect for the other person's autonomy and well-being. For instance, in a professional setting, seeking consent before delegating tasks or asking for favors demonstrates respect and consideration. Ignoring personal boundaries can lead to resentment and a breakdown in trust, undermining your efforts to influence positively. Knowing when to step back and respect an individual's autonomy is crucial. This not only preserves dignity, but also empowers the person to make decisions they believe are best for them. In personal relationships, this might mean giving your partner space to process their thoughts without pressuring them for immediate responses. In professional scenarios, it could involve respecting a colleague's decision-making process rather than trying to impose your viewpoint. Seeking consent and permission before exerting influence shows that you value the other person's freedom to choose, fostering mutual respect and cooperation. Prioritizing well-being and autonomy in all persuasion attempts ensures that your influence tactics contribute positively to the relationship. It helps to ask yourself whether your request aligns with the other person's values and needs. For example, if you're trying to persuade a team member to adopt a new project management tool, consider their workload and how the change might benefit them personally, such as by reducing stress or saving time. This empathy-driven approach makes it easier for others to see the mutual benefits and feel comfortable agreeing to your suggestion. Creating win-win scenarios is another vital strategy. Mutual benefits strengthen relationships because both parties feel valued and satisfied. When you focus on outcomes that satisfy everyone's needs, collaboration becomes the natural course of action. An example of this is negotiating a business deal, where both companies stand to gain something valuable, ensuring a lasting partnership rather than a one-time transaction. Highlighting the benefits for both parties in any persuasive exchange reassures the other person that their interests are just as important as yours. Seeking solutions that satisfy the needs and interests of all involved parties requires active listening and open-mindedness. It's about finding common ground and exploring options that leave everyone feeling heard and respected. This approach is particularly useful in conflict resolution, where understanding each other's viewpoints can lead to a compromise that everyone can accept. Collaborating rather than coercing to achieve desirable results builds a sense of unity and shared purpose, paving the way for future collaborations. Sustainable reciprocity is equally important in building mutually beneficial relationships. Initiating acts of kindness sets a positive tone and opens the door for reciprocal gestures. This doesn't mean expecting immediate returns, but fostering a dynamic where goodwill is naturally exchanged over time. Balancing give and take ensures that neither party feels exploited or undervalued. Tailoring your gestures to the recipient's values and preferences makes your efforts more meaningful and impactful. Understanding the concept of reciprocity and its impact on relationship building is essential. Acts of kindness create a sense of obligation and appreciation, which can significantly strengthen bonds. For instance, helping a colleague with a challenging task without expecting anything in return can foster a supportive work environment. Over time, this culture of generosity and support contributes to a more cohesive and productive team. Creating a sense of obligation through thoughtful gestures and helpful deeds doesn't mean manipulating someone into owing you a favor. Instead, it's about building a reputation as someone who genuinely cares about others' well-being. This kind of rapport makes people more inclined to assist you when needed, creating a robust network of support and cooperation. Building trust and rapport by demonstrating goodwill without expecting immediate returns enhances the depth and authenticity of your relationships. People appreciate genuine kindness and are more likely to trust those who exhibit it consistently. In personal relationships, small gestures like remembering special dates or offering help during tough times can go a long way in strengthening bonds. Closing remarks. Understanding how to influence others positively hinges on several key principles outlined in this chapter. Crafting compelling narratives allows you to connect with your audience on a personal level. By sharing stories that resonate with their values and challenges, you can engage them emotionally and intellectually. The use of social proof, through testimonials and endorsements, reinforces the credibility of your message, making it easier for others to trust and follow your lead. Additionally, leveraging authority figures and creating a sense of scarcity and urgency can prompt quicker decisions in your favor. Consistency in behavior and communication builds trust over time, ensuring that your persuasive efforts are reliable and effective. Moreover, ethical influence prioritizes authenticity, respect for boundaries, and mutual benefits. Being genuine in your interactions fosters trust, while overstepping personal limits can damage relationships. Respecting individuals' autonomy and seeking consent before influencing them reinforces their dignity and promotes cooperation. Creating win-win scenarios ensures that both parties feel valued, fostering lasting partnerships. Acts of kindness and sustainable reciprocity build rapport and deepen connections. By weaving these principles into your approach, you can enhance your ability to persuade others positively, leading to stronger professional and personal relationships. Chapter 4. Total tokens used. 35393. Handling difficult conversations smoothly. Handling difficult conversations involves more than just talking. It requires a nuanced set of skills to manage complaints, criticism, and challenging interactions effectively. These interactions are often uncomfortable and can create emotional tension that complicates communication. Work settings, personal relationships, or social encounters all come with their own sets of challenges when it comes to discussing sensitive topics. The ability to navigate these conversations smoothly is not innate for most people, but can be developed through thoughtful practice and strategic techniques. In this chapter, we will explore various strategies designed to help you stay calm under pressure. You will learn how to recognize and manage personal triggers that cause intense emotional responses. Techniques such as breathing exercises and mindfulness practices will be discussed, providing practical ways to maintain composure. We will also delve into the importance of active listening and assertive communication, highlighting methods to ensure that both parties feel heard and respected. By integrating these tools, you can handle difficult conversations more gracefully and improve the quality of your interactions, whether at work or in your personal life. Strategies for staying calm under pressure. Handling difficult conversations can be daunting, especially when emotions run high. Whether in a professional setting or personal life, maintaining composure is essential to navigate these interactions effectively. The key lies in developing certain techniques that allow us to stay calm and communicate clearly. First, recognizing personal triggers is crucial. Emotional triggers are specific situations, words, or actions that provoke an intense emotional response. For instance, receiving critical feedback might ignite feelings of inadequacy for some. Identifying these triggers begins with self-awareness, paying close attention to moments when emotions surge unexpectedly. Keeping a journal to note down what happened, how you felt, and what thoughts crossed your mind can be incredibly illuminating. By understanding what exactly sets off our emotional alarms, we can prepare ourselves better for future encounters. Once these triggers are identified, we need strategies to manage our emotional responses, such as implementing breathing exercises or mindfulness techniques. These practices can help maintain a sense of calm during stressful interactions. When you find your heart racing or tension rising, take a deep breath and count to 4 as you inhale. Hold the breath for another count of 4, then exhale slowly. This simple technique helps activate the body's relaxation response, counteracting stress. Mindfulness meditation is another effective tool. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breathing, allowing thoughts to come and go without judgment. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to remain present and composed, even in challenging conversations. Imagine being in a heated discussion, but instead of reacting impulsively, you notice the discomfort and choose to respond thoughtfully. Active listening is also a powerful technique in diffusing tense situations. It involves fully concentrating on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. One way to practice active listening is through paraphrasing. When someone expresses a concern, restate their point in your own words to confirm your understanding. For example, if a colleague says, "I feel overwhelmed by the current project," you might respond with, "It sounds like the workload is too heavy right now." This not only shows that you are genuinely engaged, but also ensures clarity. Another aspect of active listening is reflecting back emotions. If someone appears frustrated, acknowledge it by saying, "I can see that this situation is really frustrating for you." This validation can make the other person feel heard and understood, often diffusing some of the initial tension. Allowing the other person to fully express themselves without interruption is also crucial. Interjecting or cutting them off can escalate the situation and convey a lack of respect. Instead, give them the space to articulate their thoughts and feelings completely, which can promote a more constructive dialogue. Assertive communication is another vital skill in handling difficult conversations. Using I statements rather than you statements can help express thoughts and feelings constructively without sounding accusatory. For instance, instead of saying, "You never listen to my ideas," try, "I feel unheard when my suggestions aren't considered." This shifts the focus from blame to expressing your own perspective, which is less likely to provoke defensiveness. Setting clear boundaries is also part of assertive communication. It's about stating your needs and limits clearly and confidently. For example, if a coworker frequently interrupts you during meetings, you might say, "I prefer to finish my points before taking questions. Can we try that going forward?" Establishing such boundaries fosters mutual respect and encourages more balanced interactions. By practicing these techniques consistently, we can improve our ability to handle difficult conversations with grace and composure. Recognizing and managing personal triggers, utilizing breathing exercises and mindfulness, engaging in active listening, and employing assertive communication all contribute to a smoother and more productive exchange. As working professionals aiming to enhance our networking skills or individuals seeking to improve personal relationships, mastering these methods can significantly impact our interactions and overall success in communication. Turning criticisms into opportunities for growth. One of the most valuable lessons a professional can learn is how to transform negative feedback into personal development opportunities. This transformation begins by adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that talents and abilities can be developed through hard work, good strategies, and input from others. When we receive criticism, it's essential to view it not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity to improve. By embracing feedback as a chance to learn, we open ourselves up to new possibilities for growth. Adopting a growth mindset fundamentally changes our relationship with feedback. Instead of dreading criticism or feeling deflated by it, we start to seek it out. We understand that feedback, no matter how harsh, can provide us with the tools we need to grow. This shift in perspective helps us to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. For instance, if a colleague points out flaws in your presentation skills, rather than taking it personally, you could view it as a chance to refine your public speaking abilities. This approach not only alleviates stress, but also fosters continuous self-improvement. Once you've adopted a growth mindset, the next step is to analyze the feedback you've received. It's important to extract valuable insights from the criticisms aimed at you. Start by breaking down the comments to understand the underlying issues. Are there recurring themes? Sometimes, specific points may be mentioned repeatedly by different individuals, indicating a significant area for improvement. For example, if multiple people suggest that your communication could be clearer, this recurring theme highlights an area where investing effort could yield substantial benefits. In some cases, feedback may be vague or ambiguous. Seeking clarification can help you gain a deeper understanding of the concerns being raised. Don't hesitate to ask follow-up questions to get specifics about what areas need improvement. This step ensures that you are working with concrete information, which is crucial for making effective changes. Additionally, asking for further feedback demonstrates your commitment to self-improvement and willingness to engage in constructive dialogue. After analyzing the feedback, the next logical step is to create actionable steps based on this input. Turning general advice into specific actions can make personal growth more manageable. For instance, if feedback indicates a need for better time management, you might set goals like prioritizing tasks more effectively or using calendar tools to organize your day. Setting specific goals allows you to track your progress and measure improvements over time. When setting these goals, it's essential to ensure they are SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of setting a vague goal to improve communication skills, a SMART goal would be to attend a public speaking workshop within the next month and practice presenting weekly. This approach provides a clear roadmap and makes the objective easier to achieve. Seeking mentorship or guidance can significantly enhance the effectiveness of your growth initiatives. A mentor can offer invaluable insights based on their experiences and provide encouragement and support along the way. They can also help you stay accountable to your goals. For instance, if you aspire to become better at conflict resolution, a mentor who excels in this area can share strategies, role-play scenarios, and give real-time feedback on your approach. This personalized guidance can accelerate your learning and help you avoid common pitfalls. Additionally, mentorship doesn't have to be formal. Simply seeking advice from trusted colleagues or supervisors can be just as beneficial. Engage in regular conversations to discuss your progress, setbacks, and any additional steps you can take to continue improving. The collaborative nature of such relationships fosters a supportive environment conducive to growth. Summary and reflections. Learning to handle complaints, criticism, and difficult interactions effectively is crucial in both professional and personal settings. Throughout this chapter, various strategies have been discussed to help you stay calm under pressure, such as recognizing personal triggers, using breathing exercises, and practicing mindfulness techniques. By understanding what sets off your emotional responses, you can better prepare for challenging conversations. Implementing these strategies consistently can make a significant difference in maintaining composure and communicating clearly during tense situations. Additionally, active listening and assertive communication play vital roles in managing difficult interactions. Techniques like paraphrasing, reflecting back emotions, and setting clear boundaries foster mutual respect and constructive dialogue. Embracing a growth mindset allows us to transform negative feedback into opportunities for personal development, making criticisms a tool for continuous improvement. By adopting these practices, you can enhance your networking skills, advance your career, and improve personal relationships, ultimately leading to more positive and productive interactions. Chapter 5. Sustaining Powerful Relationships. Sustaining powerful relationships is crucial in both personal and professional contexts. In an era where digital communication often replaces face-to-face interactions, the need for consistent and meaningful engagement has never been more pressing. This chapter delves into the various strategies that can help you maintain strong connections over time, ensuring that these relationships are built on a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Whether it's through regular check-ins or showing genuine interest in others, the techniques discussed will equip you with the tools necessary to leave lasting impressions. In this chapter, you will discover how essential follow-ups and consistent communication are in fostering and nurturing relationships. You will learn practical ways to stay connected, from simple text messages to more engaging video chats, and understand the importance of expressing genuine interest in the lives of those around you. Furthermore, the chapter explores sharing updates about your own life to create a two-way street of interaction. By implementing these practices, you'll be able to develop deeper, more resilient connections that stand the test of time. The importance of follow-up and consistent communication. Regular communication plays a pivotal role in nurturing relationships and leaving lasting impressions. It is a fundamental aspect that ensures the bond between individuals remains strong and resilient over time. Implementing consistent check-ins is an effective way to achieve this. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in our own lives and neglect the connections we have with others. By making it a habit to reach out regularly, you demonstrate that you value the relationship. This act of staying in touch can be as simple as sending a text message, making a phone call, or scheduling a video chat. The key is consistency. It reassures the other person that they are important to you, which strengthens the trust and connection between you. Expressing genuine interest in others is another critical element of effective communication. When you ask about someone's well-being or inquire about important events in their lives, it shows that you care. This doesn't just mean asking generic questions. Delve deeper into their interests and significant life events. For example, if a colleague mentioned they were taking on a new project, follow up later to see how it's going. Remembering details about their personal and professional milestones will make your interactions more meaningful. This approach fosters a deeper understanding and respect for each other, which are essential components of any strong relationship. Sharing updates and insights from your own life also plays a crucial role in maintaining robust connections. When you keep others informed about what's happening in your world, it creates a two-way street of communication. This not only keeps the dialogue open, but also helps others feel more connected to you. Sharing relevant information, whether it's about a professional achievement or a personal experience, encourages reciprocity. It turns the relationship into a partnership where both parties are actively engaged and interested in each other's lives. Scheduling meaningful interactions is another powerful strategy to sustain relationships. While regular check-ins are essential, planning moments that go beyond routine communications can leave a more profound impact. These interactions could be anything from having lunch together, attending social events, or participating in activities that both enjoy. For instance, arranging a monthly coffee catch-up session with a colleague can provide an opportunity to discuss ideas, share experiences, and strengthen the bond. Such planned engagements help build memories and create a sense of continuity in the relationship. To implement regular check-ins effectively, consider setting reminders or using digital tools to keep track of when you last contacted someone. This can be particularly useful for professionals who juggle multiple connections. A simple calendar alert can prompt you to send a quick message or schedule a call, ensuring that no relationship falls by the wayside due to forgetfulness. You might find using a CRM, customer relationship management tool beneficial. Although traditionally used in sales, CRMs can also help manage personal connections by logging interactions and setting reminders. When expressing genuine interest, attentiveness is key. Pay close attention during conversations and take mental or even physical notes on topics that matter to the other person. This not only helps you remember important details, but also prepares you for future interactions. Showing that you remember past conversations reinforces the idea that you truly care about the individual and the relationship. For sharing updates and insights, think about what aspects of your life would resonate most with the other person. Are there common interests you can talk about? Have you read an article recently that they might find interesting? Tailor the information you share to be as engaging and relevant as possible. This tailored approach keeps conversations stimulating and demonstrates that you consider the other person's interests and preferences. In terms of scheduling meaningful interactions, try to be mindful of the other person's schedule and preferences. Suggest activities or times that are convenient for them. If they prefer morning coffee meetings, accommodate that timing. Flexibility and consideration go a long way in showing respect for their time and effort. Additionally, don't shy away from suggesting new experiences that can add excitement to the relationship. Whether it's visiting a new restaurant or attending a workshop together, such activities can enrich your connection. Always follow through on your plans and commitments. If you've scheduled an interaction or promised to check in, make sure to do it. Reliability builds trust, and people are more likely to invest in a relationship where they feel valued and their time is respected. Consistent follow-through shows that you are dependable and serious about maintaining the connection. Lastly, it's important to balance frequency with depth in your communications. While it's great to stay in touch regularly, aim for quality exchanges rather than just frequent ones. Sometimes a single thoughtful conversation can be more impactful than multiple superficial interactions. Be present during your conversations, offer your undivided attention, and engage sincerely. Keeping relationships healthy through mutual respect and understanding. Maintaining strong, healthy relationships is crucial for both personal and professional growth. One of the fundamental aspects of sustaining these relationships is respecting boundaries. Boundaries act as invisible lines that define where one person's space ends and another's begins, ensuring mutual respect and understanding. When you respect someone's boundaries, you demonstrate that you value their personal space and comfort levels. This acknowledgement fosters trust and reinforces respect within the relationship. Respecting boundaries is about knowing when to step back and when to engage. For instance, in a professional setting, respecting someone's work hours or personal time is essential. It shows that you recognize their right to balance between work and personal life. In personal relationships, it might mean understanding when someone needs alone time or refraining from probing into sensitive topics unless invited. Boundaries can be physical, emotional, or even digital, such as not expecting immediate responses to messages outside of working hours. To respect boundaries effectively, communication is key. Have open discussions about what each person feels comfortable with and agree on mutual expectations. This dialogue helps in avoiding misunderstandings and sets a clear framework that everyone involved can follow. Another crucial element in maintaining strong relationships is active listening and empathy. Active listening goes beyond just hearing words. It's about truly understanding the message being conveyed. It involves paying full attention, not interrupting, and reflecting on what's being said. Empathy, on the other hand, requires putting yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding their feelings and perspectives. In practice, active listening means making eye contact, nodding, and providing feedback that shows you are engaged in the conversation. It's about asking clarifying questions if something isn't clear and summarizing what you've heard to ensure you've understood correctly. Empathy can be as simple as acknowledging someone's emotions and validating their feelings. Phrases like, "I understand how you feel," or, that sounds really challenging, can go a long way in making someone feel heard and understood. By practicing active listening and empathy, you create an environment where people feel valued and respected. This mutual understanding strengthens the bond and fosters a deeper connection. Whether in a boardroom discussing a project or at home sharing personal stories, these skills are indispensable for nurturing relationships. Handling conflicts maturely is another vital aspect of maintaining healthy relationships. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship, but how they are handled makes all the difference. Addressing disagreements with respect and understanding can strengthen the relationship rather than weaken it. Mature conflict resolution involves staying calm and collected. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting emotions take control, take a step back to assess the situation objectively. Communicate your concerns clearly and respectfully, focusing on the issue at hand rather than attacking the person. Use I statements to express how you feel without placing blame, such as, "I felt hurt when," instead of, "You made me feel." Listening to the other person's perspective is equally important. Give them a chance to share their side of the story without interruptions. Acknowledge their feelings and try to find common ground. Sometimes, agreeing to disagree or finding a compromise that works for both parties can be the best solution. The goal is not to win the argument, but to resolve the conflict in a way that preserves the relationship. Embracing and celebrating differences is another key element in building and maintaining strong relationships. Each individual brings unique qualities, experiences, and perspectives to the table. Instead of seeing these differences as obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Different cultural backgrounds, beliefs, and values can enrich a relationship, adding depth and diversity. By celebrating these differences, you create an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and respected. This approach also broadens your own horizons, helping you see the world from different angles. To celebrate differences, start by being curious and open-minded. Ask questions and show genuine interest in learning about the other person's background and experiences. Share your own stories and traditions, creating a space for mutual exchange. Recognize and challenge any biases or stereotypes you might hold, striving to see the person beyond preconceived notions. In professional settings, embracing diversity can lead to more innovative solutions and ideas. A team that values different viewpoints is likely to be more creative and effective. In personal relationships, celebrating differences can lead to richer and more fulfilling interactions. Building and sustaining powerful relationships require effort, understanding, and commitment. By respecting boundaries, practicing active listening and empathy, handling conflicts maturely, and celebrating differences, you create a solid foundation for healthy, lasting connections. These principles apply to both personal and professional relationships, helping you navigate the complexities of human interactions with grace and respect. Respecting boundaries ensures mutual comfort. Active listening and empathy foster deep understanding. Mature conflict resolution strengthens bonds, and celebrating differences enriches the relationship. In this chapter, we delved into the importance of follow-up and consistent communication to create lasting impressions and maintain strong connections. We discussed how regular check-ins, expressing genuine interest in others, and sharing updates from your own life can foster deeper relationships. By scheduling meaningful interactions and using tools to remind us to stay in touch, we ensure that our connections remain robust and resilient over time. Moreover, we explored strategies to respect boundaries and practice active listening and empathy, which are crucial for sustaining healthy relationships. Handling conflicts maturely and celebrating differences were highlighted as key elements that contribute to building strong bonds. By implementing these techniques, both personal and professional relationships can thrive, leading to mutual growth and understanding. Conclusion. As we come to the end of our exploration into enhancing your people skills, it's essential to reflect on how far you've come. When you first picked up this book, Perhaps you were unsure of how to navigate various social situations, or hesitant about engaging in meaningful conversations. Now, with a wealth of insights and techniques at your disposal, you've grown into a more confident and effective communicator. Think back to those initial uncertainties and compare them to your newfound capabilities. You've developed skills that will not only help you thrive in professional environments, but also enrich your personal relationships. The journey you've taken through these pages is transformative. You've learned the art of listening, the power of empathy, and strategies for persuasive communication. These are not just abstract concepts. They are practical tools that have already started to reshape your interactions. Imagine how these new abilities can change the dynamics of your next important meeting or social gathering. Picture yourself effortlessly using techniques like mirroring body language or applying active listening to understand someone's point of view better. These skills, which once seemed daunting, are now within your grasp, ready to be employed whenever needed. But remember, learning these skills is just the beginning. Real growth comes from putting this knowledge into practice. As you step out into the world, take deliberate steps to apply what you've learned. The next time you're in a business setting, consider how you might use the influence techniques we've discussed to sway opinions or build alliances. Envision yourself engaging in conversations with a newfound confidence, asking insightful questions, and offering thoughtful responses. This application of your learning is where theory turns into transformation. Moreover, don't fall into the trap of thinking that mastering people skills has a final destination. It's an ongoing process, one that requires continuous improvement. Just as each chapter of this book has added new layers to your understanding of human relations, so too will each interaction you have moving forward. Stay committed to refining your skills. Seek out new experiences, be open to feedback, and never stop learning. The pursuit of excellence in people skills is a lifelong journey. Continual learning and adaptation will keep you ahead, whether it's identifying common ground faster, resolving conflicts more efficiently, or simply being a more engaging conversationalist. As you move forward, it's crucial to recognize the profound impact that improved people skills can have on all facets of your life. In your professional arena, these skills can lead to new opportunities, stronger networks, and greater career advancement. When you walk into a room, your ability to connect with others can set you apart, making lasting impressions that pave the way for future collaboration. Relationships built on mutual respect and understanding can lead to partnerships that drive success. Consider how leveraging your people skills can turn a routine business interaction into a memorable exchange, potentially opening doors you hadn't even considered. In your personal life, the benefits are equally significant. Stronger connections with friends, family, and acquaintances contribute to a more fulfilling and happier existence. Improving your people skills allows you to create deeper bonds and understand those around you better. It enables you to show genuine interest, offer support, and respond to others' needs effectively. By applying the principles outlined in this book, you can foster a supportive community and enjoy more meaningful interactions. Picture yourself using these skills to mend a strained relationship or to deepen the bond with a loved one, transforming everyday moments into cherished memories. Reflecting on this journey, it's evident that the small steps you take today can lead to significant changes tomorrow. Each effort to engage more thoughtfully, each attempt to understand another's perspective, builds towards becoming a true people magnet. You'll find that as your people skills improve, so too does your ability to influence, inspire, and connect on a deeper level. Your enhanced capabilities will create ripples that extend far beyond the immediate conversation, affecting your work environment, personal relationships, and overall happiness. So take a moment to appreciate the progress you've made and the potential that lies ahead. The insights gained from these chapters are now a part of your toolkit. Use them wisely, and don't shy away from challenging yourself to grow even further. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to practice and refine your skills. Keep pushing your boundaries and embrace the path of continuous improvement. In concluding this book, we hope it serves as a stepping stone for your journey toward mastering people skills. Let it remind you that personal and professional success often hinges on the quality of your interactions. With dedication and practice, the techniques and perspectives shared here can become second nature, profoundly enhancing your effectiveness and satisfaction in all areas of life. Carrying forward what you've learned, imagine the future you're capable of creating. Not just a future filled with successful meetings and productive networking events, but one rich in deep, meaningful relationships that bring joy and fulfillment. Your commitment to improving your people skills is a testament to your desire to grow both personally and professionally. Embrace this journey with enthusiasm, knowing that every conversation you enter and every relationship you build has the potential to advance your career and enhance your life. Here's to your continued growth and the many successes that lie ahead.